Hello there, it's me, Sari, here again, and today I'm here by request taking the step 2 in my series of fun card folding techniques. And in this case I've got a series of easel cards. I think that easel cards are possibly the most fun perhaps, and even the easy especially or fun folded card you can make, because you can make it in so many different variations. So let's just start by something right easy and peasy simple. I think this one is 13 by 13 centimeters, and all you have to do is just take your piece, score it in half, and just score one of these in half, and then you're going to make a stop on the inside so you can have that panel flush against that, so it's going to stand on a surface like that. So you can have lots of fun with these easel cards. I'll be showing you the same technique over and over again. In this case I have used some stamps from Tim Holtz to create a background, but in honesty I actually did make a bigger background, and then I cut out a square shape which I put on this one, so I actually got two cards out of it with the same crazy bird. One of them got their party hat and everything. But I did make easel cards of both of these. One thing you should think about is that you can see that this one is sort of bending itself, so it needs to be a sturdy paper that you're using, otherwise it will be a sort of flimsy. This one is more sturdy and you can actually hold it in your hand, no problems whatsoever. Here is something that I've made with some stamps from Kortmakaren. It's a Swedish stamp company that no longer, unfortunately, is here. And here's something else with some Swedish stamps, all the same technique. I do like these square cards. Let's move on to something else. Here's a square but with a little bit of a circle to it as well, and I actually did go ahead using a little bit of that circle to get that interest looking there. I've used some stamps from Tim Holtz. I think these are a couple of years old. It's a big circle from Spellbinders. It's a circle, a scalloped circle and regular circle, and I'm thinking that this one could also be a Tim Holtz circle. This one back there could be a Spellbinders something, and that's the way I go about it, making these things. So in this case these stamps also have those matching dies, so you can die cut those, both the words and the reindeer and everything. And it's fun to make these easel cards big or small. In this case I've made this one into, let's say, 8 by 8 inches, approximately 20 by 27 centimeters, and I've used the big scalloped square dies from Spellbinders, and I've also gone ahead with the labels 1 and the circles and so forth, and I continued making this, and I actually die cut that dotty reindeer with a die from Tim Holtz, and I continue with the same color scheme on the inside like that. And I do like to make myself these easel cards because they are easy to make. Let's move ahead to something round, because you could actually work with a round shape if you want to. Just find your center, score it first, and then find the center for the part that you want to fold, and then you could do a decorative piece on the top. So in this case I was looking for sort of a nature themed thing with the holiday theme there as well. And when I go on holidays I like to take lots of pictures, and these stamps come from Vilda Stamps. It's a Swedish stamp company. Here I have made a small scalloped circle easel card, really cute. This stamp is from Crafter's Companion. I believe the bear is called Popcorn, and I've done quite a bit of decorating here, and I believe that there is a tutorial for this one, this particular card, out there. Just search my YouTube channel. And here is something that I made. I think this one might have been one of the first easel cards that I've made. You are a hoot, or you're a hoot, and look at those wonderfully goofy looking owls. These come from a Swedish company called Slöjddetaljer. I'm not sure if these are, you can find these anymore, but I do like those owls. They're looking crazy, aren't they? And here's the final one. When it comes to these regular looking easel cards, I have the same problem here yet again. The back isn't sturdy enough. It's going to just fold in like a tent there, but you can still make beautiful easel cards now, can't you? But I do have a couple of more tips for you. there is a sort of a twist easel card. So instead of having a score like that, you can actually make a score diagonally, and then you are going to fold it, and you can actually put it there to have it standing on the table, or you could use a little bit of a higher thing there. And I've actually mounted it up with a lot of hot glue gun thing there. So, who loves you? And then there's a cute little owl there. These stamps are from the greeting farm. And then I have a tip for you. This is an easel card as well, but it sort of is like the surprise pop-up card. I was talking to you in the previous video that a surprise pop-up card could be seen as a sort of an easel card. So if you want to, you could actually make it happen like this. And in this case, I have done a lot of work with it. I made it look like a faux book there with those dies. I'm not sure. I believe these are from Spellbinders. And then I did a lot of work painting this one with black acrylic paint, and then poured on some frontage enamel powder, and I'd had lots of fun there. And what I did was this. But what I learned today was that having had this in my box for a year or two, the glue didn't stick to it anymore. So actually what I did was I just fastened it with this tiny attacher, so now I know that it's going to stay there. It's a bit tough to pull there, and perhaps I might have put that stamp a little bit lower, further down, so I wouldn't have to stress this fold as much. And then there's the final tip. I mean, you can make an easel card, faux easel card, perhaps I should say. It's an easel card, but perhaps not in the way that you're thinking of. I have just the backing here. So what I did was that I mimicked the same technique here, but then I just put a topper of that easel card on top here. And in order to, well, I could actually, what I did, this one also got loose because gluing things on acrylic paint covered papers isn't the most brilliant idea. So things are going to get loose. So what I did now was actually to make it secure that it's going to stay there even better. So instead of making a sort of a surprise pop-up card, you can make a faux easel card, or perhaps this is an easel card. But I still do like the look of this thing. So a lot of work has gone into this, but I do like it, and I do like the sort of vintage feel with those roses. That's quite a lot of talk about those easel cards without doing anything. So all you basically need is a piece of paper. You could do it to your preferred size if you want to. In this case, this one is almost 9 inches long, and it's a little bit more than 4.5 inches. So what I'll be looking for now is, I could actually do it like this. Try to find the center, and I'm looking for the 6-inch mark for my center, and I'm just going to score it once there, just to see where I'll end up with that. And I could go for something, let's see, I have 5 there, and it's going to so now I have to do some, let's say if I were to put it at 7.5, I think that's going to be enough. Basically what you're going to do, it's easy to work with some even numbers when you're going to do this. So I have made 2 scored lines there. The first one isn't as visible as the second, but I hope you can still see it there and there. So what I basically do is that I force the first fold together by just putting the cardstock like this. And in this case I'm using a really sturdy carton. And what I could do with this one is that I'll actually make sure that it's going to end up towards the center, so I know that it's going to be the center line there. And what you have to do now is, of course, decide on how you want to decorate the inside and how you want to decorate the front. And of course you could go for a round shape or something, and you could have something here to act as a stopper. Or you could make a really easy thing. You could just put a brad there. Don't fasten it tightly, mind you. Just leave it up in the air a bit. And then you can just fold it down like so. So you can have it standing like so. And of course you could make these in any shape or size you want to. In this case I have something else here. This one is, I believe, 13 inches perhaps, or something similar. it was just lying in my box, so it has been scored too. Well, it's almost 30, not completely, because it doesn't go to the 6.5 mark now, does it? And there is a pre-made score line, so I might as well just use it just to see where I'll end up. And what I like to do is just put the card against the corner there, and as I can see here now, I won't be getting it totally centered. It's alright, I think, because then I have the possibility of actually leaving it like that and have lots of room for a beautiful statement or something similar to this. So just making these easel cards I find really satisfying, so I hope you make them too. And let's see what I can come up with the next video. Bye bye.